everyone, good morning and welcome to today's top stories. First, the headlines: UN Cybercrime Treaty hearing, tackling cybercrime measures. Massive network of fake cracked software spreading Raccoon and Vidar stealers. Hacktivist group no name 05716 strikes again. New backdoor created using leaked Hive malware discovered. Police website Odin Intelligence hacked, data stolen. Secure boot broken on hundreds of MSI motherboards. Canadian liquor distributor's website infected with skimmer malware. University of Duisburg-Essen data leaked by Vice Society ransomware. Our lead story tonight: UN Cybercrime Treaty hearing, tackling cybercrime measures. The United Nations is holding its first ever global cybercrime treaty this week. The fourth round of this hearing is scheduled from January 9th to 20th and will focus on state response to cybercrime and coordinated intelligence sharing. The objective of the proposed cybercrime treaty is to classify and categorize various cybercrimes and define a unified international response. A legal reaction regulated internationally is need of the hour to cater all the increasing cybercrimes throughout the world. The co-facilitated informal negotiations are divided into four groups: Criminalization Group 1, Criminalization Group 2, General Provisions and Procedural Measures, and Law Enforcement. Cybercrime is a growing concern of countries all over the world, and it affects buyers and sellers of all levels of development in a country. According to UN, an average of 80% countries have enacted cybercrime legislation in coherence with their national policies. Massive network of fake cracked software spreading Raccoon and Vidar stealers. Cybersecurity firm Sequoia has warned that a large and resilient infrastructure of over 250 domains is being used to distribute information stealing malware such as Raccoon and Vidar since early 2020. The infection chain uses about 100 of fake cracked software catalog websites that redirect to several links before downloading the payload hosted on file share platforms such as GitHub. The French cybersecurity company assessed the domains to be operated by a threat actor running a traffic direction system, TDS, which allows other cybercriminals to rent the service to distribute their malware. The attacks target users searching for cracked versions of software and games on search engines like Google, surfacing fraudulent websites on top by leveraging a technique called search engine optimization, SEO, poisoning to lure victims into downloading and executing the malicious payloads. Hacktivist group no name 05716 strikes again. Pro-Russia hacktivist group no name 05716 has been conducting a campaign of distributed denial of service (DDoS) attacks on Ukraine and NATO organizations since the early days of the war in Ukraine, according to Avast. The group has started a project called DDoSia, inviting volunteers to join their activities of driving DDoS attacks on targets that they find to be anti-Russian. Volunteers can earn up to 80,000 rubles for a successful attack. The group is primarily focused on disrupting websites important to nations critical of Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Avast has observed 1,400 DDoS attack attempts by DDoSia project members, 190 of which were successful. The success rate of attacks increased in November. New backdoor created using leaked Hive malware discovered. Unidentified threat actors have deployed a new backdoor that borrows its features from the U.S. intelligence's Hive multi-platform malware suite, the source code of which was released by WikiLeaks in November 2017. The new malware is called XDR33, and it propagates by exploiting an unspecified end-a security vulnerability in F5 appliances. It communicates with a command and control (C2) server using SSL with forged Kaspersky certificates. The intent of the backdoor is to harvest sensitive information and act as a launchpad for subsequent intrusions. It improves upon Hive by adding new C2 instructions and functionalities among other implementation changes. The malware also incorporates a trigger module that's designed to eavesdrop on network traffic for a specific trigger packet to extract the C2 server, establish connection, and wait for the execution of commands sent by the C2. Police website Odin Intelligence hacked, data stolen. A group claimed to have hacked the website of Odin Intelligence, a company that provides technology solutions to law enforcement and police departments. The alleged hack occurred after Wired reported that the company's app Sweep Wizard, which helps police coordinate raids, had a severe security flaw that exposed sensitive information about upcoming police operations, as well as personal information of suspects. The identity of the hackers and the method of entry are unknown, and it is unclear whether data was stolen or if, as stated by the hackers, all data and backups have been shredded. Odin's website has since been taken down. Secure boot broken on hundreds of MSI motherboards. A security researcher has discovered that over 290 MSI motherboards are affected by an insecure default UEFI secure boot setting, allowing any operating system image to run regardless of whether it has a wrong or missing signature. The issue impacts many Intel and AMD-based MSI motherboards that use a recent firmware version, and even affects brand new MSI motherboard models. Secure Boot is a security feature built into the firmware of UEFI motherboards that ensures only trusted software can execute during the boot process. The researcher claims that MSI's firmware updates accidentally changed the default secure boot setting to allow booting on security violations. Users should check their BIOS settings and make sure the image execution policy is set to a safe option. Canadian liquor distributor's website infected with skimmer malware. LCBO, a major Canadian liquor distributor, had its website infected with a skimmer compromising customer personal information during checkout. The company took its website offline to investigate and advised customers to monitor credit reports for suspicious activity, offering free credit monitoring services. Data breaches can lead to identity theft and financial fraud for customers, emphasizing the importance of vigilance during online transactions. University of Duisburg-Essen data leaked by Vice Society ransomware. The Vice Society ransomware group has claimed responsibility for a cyber attack on the University of Duisburg-Essen (UDE) in November 2022. This attack resulted in UDE having to reconstruct its IT infrastructure, which is still ongoing. The group also leaked files they claim to have stolen from the university during the attack, potentially exposing sensitive information about the university's operations, students, and personnel. UD confirmed that it is aware of the leaked data and that it will not be paying a ransom. This attack is part of Vice Society's continued targeting of the education sector, which the FBI, CISA, and MSISAC have warned about. This is all for today. Thank you, and have a great day ahead.